Major boost for Peter Obi as Nzuko Umunna backs Labour Party candidate. Nzuko Umunna is family meeting. Here, in Igbo language, it's called Nzuko Umunna, which is family meeting. Wow, can you imagine? So family members have endorsed, family people in Igbo land have endorsed Peter Obi. A leading group of Igbo professionals from across the globe, Nzuko Umunna, has thrown its weight behind the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, ahead of next Saturday's election. He said the decision to endorse the former Anambra State governor was predicated on his track record of competence in governance and the need for justice, equity, and fairness in Nigeria. In a statement by its president, Professor Chinedu Nebo, and Secretary Dr. Uju Agomo, on Wednesday, Nzuko Umunna noted that it was not morally right in a nation clamoring for unity, equity, and fairness for a Northerner to succeed a Northerner, or for a Muslim to succeed a Muslim after 8 years of occupying the post of president, adding that it is socially and politically unacceptable. Okay, the group detailed its decision thus: Nigeria has never had it this bad since our independence some 62 years ago. The whopping national debt profile, the crumbling infrastructure network, the pathetic medical and educational sectors, and the unbearably chaotic insecurity situation, have placed an unprecedented level of depression, dismay, despair, and despondency upon the entire populace. The level of ineptitude in governance is alarming. Thankfully, Nigerians have a chance to alter all these horrendous maladies through our vote. The forthcoming elections have the capacity to make or break Nigeria, especially at the presidential level. Voters are encouraged to answer the following questions before deciding on whom to vote for, at least, or for at the presidential level. If you had a business enterprise, who among the candidates would you like to appoint as your managing director or CEO? If you have a huge wealth, who among them can you trust to secure it or invest it to yield maximum profit? Who among the candidates can you entrust your children's education and future in his hand? Who is the most credible in the whole pack? Who among the candidates has been found to be free of corruption and criminal enrichment through misappropriation of public funds? Who among the presidential candidates is qualified to be president using the parameters of justice, equity, and fairness, because his geopolitical zone has not produced a president of Nigeria in our political dispensation? From all indications, it is clear that one and only one of the candidates of the three front-runners presidential candidates qualify for all the counts adumbrated above or enumerated above. Now, providentially, the same candidate is the most competent, articulate, knowledgeable, and robustly healthy. His name is Peter Obi, whose running mate is also a star technocrat, and an astute business mogul and a celebrated educationist. They further stated that in endorsing Peter Obi for president, the group was not endorsing any other candidate or political party for any other position at the federal and state levels during this electoral cycle. So this is what is happening from Nzuko Igbo, which is a kind of organization of Igbo men, Igbo professionals across the world. They call themselves Nzuko Igbo, which is family meeting. And they have come out now to endorse Peter Obi on the premise that he's most competent, he's most healthy, he has a track record, he has good health, and he has everything it takes. He's knowledgeable and is strong and energetic to take on Nigerian issues and lead the country. They ask several questions here that if you are, who among them can you entrust your education, your security to? Who among them can you entrust your children's security and education to as well? Okay, if you have a business, who among them can you employ or delegate as chairman, managing director, or CEO of your business? Okay, and of all the attributes that have been mentioned, it's only one candidate that has all of them, and that is obviously Peter Obi. That's what they're trying to tell us here. Okay, so we really need to vote right this time around, using our PVCs rightly to make sure we vote the right people, especially at presidential level, who can run the affairs of Nigeria without compromise and without failing further. Okay, so then the thing is serious. So if we have a few comments here that are here for sharing. Somebody saying if any Igbo man or woman gave his vote for APC is anemic and biggest devil and evil in Igbo land. Okay, so where this comment is trying to promote ethnic bigotry here, which is actually not what we want. Okay, people are free to vote whoever they want to vote, but at the same time, we need to vote wisely. So say any man or woman that vote APC and PDP is an enemy of progress. Obidati is the next president come February 25, 2023. Okay, so anybody that votes APC or PDP is an enemy of Nigeria, an enemy of progress. That's what this guy is saying. That person just echoed that and said, that's okay. That's a great one. So that is the state of things with this Nzuko Umunna that backs Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi across the globe. And they're saying that, it's only Peter Obi at federal level that they are going to endorse. All right. They are not endorsing any other candidate from any political party from state level down to the list. They are not going to endorse anybody. It's only Peter Obi that are coming out for and that they are endorsing. That is their statement here, which is actually, keeping them a bit neutral in their endorsement. They're endorsing Peter Obi because of his track record, and they know him very well, saying that it will be very, very wrong and very bad for a northerner to, to take over from a northerner after Buhari. So Buhari shouldn't hand over to a northerner, and again, shouldn't hand over to a Muslim, okay, because all of that will undermine the equity we are looking for, equity, fairness, and justice in the political system that we are all looking for. That will be negated if a northerner hands over to another northerner or a Muslim hands over to another Muslim. That would be too bad. Okay. Now, from what he's saying here, we also need a president that can take out the whopping millions of naira of debt that Nigeria has accrued now under this APC administration. It was reported some time ago that APC will likely be handing over to its successor a very whopping amount of debt, over 77 trillion naira is Nigeria is owing now as debt, and all of that will need to be paid off and corrected for our economy to come back on. But it doesn't look like APC is ready to clear that debt before they leave. Right now, everybody is just collecting all that they can collect before they leave office. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment below. This is the one of the endorsements that Peter Obi has gotten within the week, endorsement of the Nzuko Umunna across the world.